Get, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Play action. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Play action, Tannehill. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds Corey Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Desmond King picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
How you like me
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 31, Vikings 21.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings. Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On third down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a little floater there is incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Cousins pass.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and 5.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Man, I've seen that play.